From the PEP Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are following at this hour. Mississippi's longest-serving death row inmate is set to be executed Wednesday, nearly 5 decades after he kidnapped and killed a bank loan officer's wife in a violent ransom scheme. Richard Gerald Jordan, a 79-year-old Vietnam veteran who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, is scheduled to receive a lethal injection at the Mississippi State Penitentiary in Parchman. He is one of several people on Mississippi's death row suing the state over its 3-drug execution protocol, which they claim is inhumane. Jordan has several last-minute appeals still pending before the United States Supreme Court. Jordan would be the third person executed in the state in the last 10 years. The most recent execution was in December 2022. His execution comes a day after a man was executed in Florida in what is shaping up to be a year, with the most executions since 2015. In other news, workers digging at Manhattan's World Trade Center site 15 years ago made an improbable discovery. Sodden timbers from a boat built during the Revolutionary War that had been buried more than 2 centuries earlier. Now, over 600 pieces from the 50-foot vessel are being painstakingly put back together at the New York State Museum. After years on the water and centuries underground, the boat is becoming a museum exhibit. Arrayed like giant puzzle pieces on the museum floor, research assistants and volunteers recently spent weeks cleaning the timbers with picks and brushes before reconstruction could even begin. Though researchers believe the ship was a gunboat built in 1775 to defend Philadelphia, they still don't know all the places it traveled to or why it ended up apparently neglected along the Manhattan shore before ending up in a landfill around the 1790s. Members of the United States Congress are supposed to have oversight of federal facilities, and yet U.S. Representative LaMonica McIver pleaded not guilty Wednesday to federal charges accusing her of assaulting and interfering with immigration officers outside a New Jersey detention center during a congressional oversight visit at the facility. "They will not intimidate me. They will not stop me from doing my job," she said outside the courthouse in Newark after the brief hearing. McIver, a Democrat, was charged in a complaint by interim U.S. Attorney Alina Habba, a Republican appointed by President Donald Trump following the May 9th visit to Newark's Delaney Hall. Immigration and Customs Enforcement uses the privately owned 1,000-bed facility as a detention center. This month, she was indicted on 3 counts of assaulting, resisting, impeding, and interfering with federal officials. Habba said 2 counts carry a maximum sentence of up to 8 years in prison. The third has a maximum of 1 year. And finally, Zohran Mamdani declared victory in New York City's Democratic mayoral primary Tuesday night after Andrew Cuomo conceded the race in a stunning upset. As the young, progressive upstart, who was virtually unknown when the contest began, built a substantial lead over the more experienced but scandal-scarred former governor. Though the race's ultimate outcome will still be declared by a ranked choice count, Mamdani took a commanding position just hours after the polls closed. With victory all but assured, Mamdani, a 33-year-old Democratic socialist who ran an energetic campaign centered on the cost of living, told supporters, "I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City. I will be the mayor for every New Yorker, whether you voted for me, for Governor Cuomo, or felt too disillusioned by a long broken political system to vote at all," he said. "I will work to be a mayor you will be proud to call your own." That's the news at this hour. Pennsylvania Equality Project is conducting its discrimination survey for 2025. Details are available at paequality.com. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.